Hello, everybody. Welcome to the beta episode 2 of the Three Guys, One Bottle podcast. This episode was filmed on September 19th, 2020, starring me, Mikey, and David. I hope you enjoy. Thank you. Start. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can y'all hear me this? Yeah, okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Triton Chorus. Welcome to the Three Guys, One Bottle podcast. My name is Triton Chorus. I'm here with my two best friends, Mikey and David Gray. We'll start by introducing Mikey. Hi, Mikey. How was your week?
Pretty good. Had a lot of schoolwork to do. Yeah, that's about it.
All right. And David, how about you?
Well, not gonna lie, it was filled with some ups and downs, but it's been pretty aight.
Pretty aight. Yeah, my week's been pretty shit, you know? Boring.
Yeah.
I've had nothing to do this whole week.
And Mikey,
me and Mikey
13,
Played Overcooked.
played Overcooked, Mortal Kombat, and Minecraft over and over and over again for like, oh god, it seemed like it
6
for
hours
years.
every night.
God, it was so boring. And then we spent like a whole God, it was so long on one heist.
Oh,
my
that
God,
goes
it was
forever in
such
GTA. Oh my god.
That was so bad. But it was
David's
all to
almost
get
got
back
his big
here.
con set up.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Oh my god, Big Con is such. I didn't know it was gonna be so hard.
It wasn't
wasn't
hard.
hard.
We just
It wasn't
couldn't
hard.
figure it out.
We just didn't exactly know what to do, and we realized that it was a lot of. Okay, we gotta
It was a
kill
lot
this
of just-
guy.
bro.
They didn't detect us as easily as we thought.
Yeah, but it was just like we thought it was gonna be way harder, so we overcomplicated it. But our overcomplication led to our us getting caught.
Like
And it was-
literally, if you're not in the little field of view, they don't detect you at all.
And those the cameras take like 8 years to detect you. The amount of times I ran in front of those cameras and I was like, "Oh, dang, they must have caught me," and they didn't. Is like, it was crazy.
Yeah.
And you know what? That gives me a good question, David. Where have you been? Because we haven't been able. You have not been on any games recently.
I have been watching football, getting caught up with fantasy football again, all Gucci. I've watched almost every single game. Hail to the football team. Hurts to say.
I know.
Yeah.
I've been hearing so much about fantasy football, and I have not. I don't know.
Well, that's because you
anything
don't
about it.
watch football. Trent,
I
you-
do. I used to watch football. I just don't.
You cannot
I
say that you
did-
watch football and say that I used to. No, it's not like that.
It is like that. I
No,
used
it
to watch
isn't.
it religiously, but then I just stopped caring because I was like, okay, it's the same thing every season. One football team dominates the whole time, and while the other teams just play also. It's
But
always
a
the same
different
thing.
team.
But it's a different team each time. And, it's I'm not saying it's a bad sport, don't get me wrong, but it's more that, it just never really appealed to me.
Aren't you
You
a
know,
fucking New England fan?
Yeah, I was a Patriots fan for years, and then
That's why it doesn't appeal to you anymore.
yeah, ever since my team started to suck, I was like, all right, I'm gone. Bye. I don't need them anymore.
Right now, but
Oh, Trent, don't overload your mic. We've done this once.
You
We're not
are,
doing it again.
yeah.
We have done this before.
you've
I'm getting
overloaded
I'm
your
figuring out how to do that. Yeah, and just stop being so loud.
And we need to get actual mics.
We
Like I was
do-
looking
we
on
do need to
Amazon the
get
other day. You
actual
can get an actual little tripod mic with a pop filter and everything for like $40.
I know.
That's another reason we
in
all gotta
total,
get
if we
PCs
all, if
within like the next
so
year. or two.
now you're an advocate for PCs. So now you're the advocate. For
I do
beyond
want a
PCs
PC.
now.
It's just not the first thing on my list.
It's either going to be the first thing on your list, or you're not going to get it for another 2 years. It's an investment. It's not like it's the first thing on your list, but it's like if you want one quickly,
is an
you're going to
investment.
spend like it isn't. It's
I
$900
don't want
for
one
mine.
quickly.
Just that's a bit of
Okay,
cash.
this isn't entertaining. We need to start being entertaining.
You
So,
do need to start being
did anybody
entertained.
bring topics for stories, for funnies?
I heard you did.
Well, No shit, it's my idea to have topics for this, but I figured y'all would bring something. Good lord, did nobody do the homework?
Did nobody do the homework?
Mikey.
I have a couple
22
topics,
missing
but I'd
assignments.
have to
Is
go.
I think I
Is this what
actually
it
did
feels like?
homework.
I'd have to go over and I'd have to
Teacher.
look them up again because they're news articles. They're amazing.
Stop the cat. This is math class.
All right. Well, I figured we could do some funny ones. So let's
Make it
do
fun.
most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you.
Most
Well-
embarrassing that's ever happened to me. We'll start with David.
So,
David.
should I? We all know what I'm about to fucking say. All right. So
I don't.
sophomore
I don't
year,
think I
right?
do.
Last year, there was this bit that I had a massive fucking crush on, right?
That wasn't
That was
embarrassing. though.
massively embarrassing, bro.
Cause you but okay, maybe. Go ahead.
I was like I'm fucking obsessed with that bit. You know, couldn't grasp the fact that I was taking the fat fucking L. And,
yeah, the whole time. And you would talk to me about it like you were.
Oh,
You
It was
constantly
like
would tell me
religion.
like
got to the point where it was literally a fucking religion.
it wasn't a
Alright,
religion.
continue.
It was an obsession. It was a
Trying
cult,
to let him
basically.
talk.
A cult. It was a cult. It was a cult of just me and you, fucking me simping, and you just like,
How's that
Mhm.
embarrassing?
That's fucking. You have no idea how embarrassing it is to be a fucking massive simp. And the boys clowning. Oof. The memes were immaculate.
Anyways, let's have Trenton give an actual funny story. Let's go.
You know,
Mikey is definitely the king of positivity today. All right. Well, okay. The most embarrassing story.
Mm-hmm.
God, I got a lot of stories. Most embarrassing. Okay. Well, I guess most embarrassing story. What's something that's safe for the podcast? I know what I would say.
our origin
But-
story.
But it's not safe for the podcast.
Now we need to save our origin stories for how we all met each other for a special.
We wouldn't. Okay, well, okay. If we're going most embarrassing and safe enough for the podcast,
Nah. It's
are we
literally
not?
what do you mean safe?
I mean, my actual most embarrassing story you know about, and it's very.
Oh,
know.
let's
That's not
try
really
a different one.
Yeah, that's what I did. Okay.
Wait, Trenton, did you tell me this one?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I guess this would have been. This one's maybe not. It's way safer for the podcast, but also, not really. So this was about an undisclosed amount of time ago, and I went to the beach with me, two female friends, one of my guy friends. I won't give names. We're all getting very, very high at the time. So I told the story to these two earlier, but one of the ladies went into my guy friend's glove compartment and found a bottle of shaving cream. And this part of the story I didn't tell them though. So the part that they know is that she ended up asking me to rub shaving cream on her, and I did. But one part of the rubbing the shaving cream was I had to rub it on her ass. So I was like, all right, I'll do that, because again I was having a good time. But one of the things she did though was halfway through she fucking rams her ass to the side, and her right ass cheek. It was like just like a right to the fucking face, and I was just like, it was gross because I got like ass cream in my mouth, and I was like, oh, and again at the time I was like, I'm just gonna play this off off. So I was like, okay. But in my mind, I'm like, that's nasty. I don't want this in my mouth.
Oh my
And it was shaving cream, so it was bitter. So I like spit it out. And then she's laughing, and I'm just like, I felt so embarrassed because I was just like, oh god, I just don't know why I felt embarrassed, but I felt so gross. And then like later, after we'd all gone home, she called me the weirdo because she was like, I can't believe you rubbed shaving cream on. I'm like, I can't believe you smacked me in the face with your ass. With your fucking dump truck. I'm not down with that. And so that's probably one of the most embarrassing things that's happened to me. But
Oh man.
what
It's
about
just
you,
the
Mikey?
years.
Speaking of like shaving cream, so I was listening to a podcast the other day, which no free promotion around here. Not telling what the name was.
No free
competition.
promotion.
But anyways,
Okay, anyway.
they were sponsored by Manscaped.
Oh.
And I remember my friend, my best friend in the whole world, he was for his birthday in May, he was like, "Hey man, my birthday's coming up." I was like, "I know." He was like, "You trying to come over hang out?" I was like, "Sure." And he was like, "All right, bet." And I was like, "Okay. Do you want something? Like, do you want a birthday gift?" And he was like, "I mean, I don't really care. If you want to get me like a little $15 something, I don't care, whatever." And I was like, "All right." So then I was like, "Oh, you know what would be funny? I should get him a ball trimmer." So I go to manscaped.com thinking,
Oh,
sweet, I'll just
no.
buy like a little $30 like ball trimmer. I'll package it up, like call it like world's greatest gift or something. It'll be funny. It'll be funny. Get a laugh out of him.
Mm-hmm.
So I go to manscaped.com and it is $80. And I was like, shit. I'm not spending $80 on a ball trimmer, especially not for my friend. I mean, I get it if I got it for me, it'd be sick as fuck, but like for my friend, no.
Right.
So then I'm like, shit. So first I installed Honey, which not a sponsor, hopefully a sponsor one day. I installed Honey, and I was looking on there because Mr. Beast, and
Yeah.
they didn't have any coupon codes, and I was like, shit, what am I gonna do? And then I remembered, MMG, the YouTuber, he's sponsored by Manscaped. So I dug through this man's videos for like 45 minutes looking for a video sponsored by Manscaped to get the damn promo code. So
Oh my
I still remember it
God.
was MMG15. Type that shit in, 15% off. It was still too much. I didn't get it.
That was your whole embarrassing story? Was that
Oh,
you
no,
didn't
that was a
buy your
tangent.
friend a ball trimmer?
No, that was
Oh,
a tangent.
that was a tangent? Okay.
Yes.
Fuck is a
Goodness,
tangent?
Don't clown him.
We need to clear that up.
Don't clown him.
Hey, a tangent is a real word. Fuck you.
It is a real word. No, Mikey's correct. I'm talking about clowning David for not knowing what a tangent
Clown
is.
me. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Okay.
What do I look like?
You
A
tell him.
dictionary?
You tell him. It's such a normal word that everyone uses. I don't know how you don't know it. I'm
Everyone.
saying I don't know what together means.
In layman's terms, it's like I'm gonna sprout off of a topic in one story
Yeah.
about another
Two.
Story that shares that
Exactly.
common topic.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can tell I don't pay attention in English.
You don't pay attention. Yeah. You don't pay attention to the language you speak, basically. Even not just in the class, just in general.
Well, I mean,
All right, so
that's somewhat right.
for my embarrassing story, oh boy, how do I even start this? So, all right,
Well, I was born in
yeah, I was born, and then I turned 1, and then 2.
I
And
was
then
born. That's my embarrassing story.
all right, so I was probably like 12 years old. Okay.
Okay.
And
It's like 7th grade.
my best friend, who's still my best friend, Brendan, he invited me over. I forgot why, but I think we were just hanging out. And we're just chilling. And next thing you know, he's like, "Hey." I'm like, "What?" He's like, me, Race, and Alec went to the mall the other day. And I was like, cool. And he was like, guess what we got? And I was like, what did you get? And he was like, I bought condoms. And I was like, what? Why did you buy those? He was like, dude, you need them or else you'll have kids. And I'm like,
well, I mean, he's not, at least
have you ever even kissed a girl? And he's like, no. And so here he is pulling out this box, and he went all in on this for some reason. He had Trojan gold magnums. Okay?
Holy
and I'm like,
that's like the Gucci of condoms.
I'm like, why in the fuck did you buy like a $60 box of condoms?
What do you think the lady at the counter was thinking? Man, this guy's having some great sex.
So
man, this kid
so
banging, dude.
Slaying.
So now we're
He's getting
sitting here.
laid, dude.
He's holding this box, okay? And he's like, you know, I haven't tried them on yet. And I'm like, okay.
Oh boy.
And he's like, I'm gonna try one on. And I'm like, can you do that? I don't know, anywhere else but in my face, please? Like anywhere else? That would be great.
That would be awesome.
And oh my god, it was so embarrassing because he was like, do you want to try one?
It's
And I
why
was
is like
like-
the guy at the kiosk who's like, would you like to try a condom?
And I was like,
Why would you?
and I was like really, really, really like not aware of, you know, how things work. So I was like, I mean, I don't know. How do you take it off? And he's like, you just
Gotta cut
you
off
just-
your dick.
You just pinch at the bottom and you pull. And I was like, but don't you need to like, you know, and then you can take it off. And I was like, and he was like, no, you just take it off. And he was, and I was like,
wait, did you think you had to nut to take off
oh,
the condom?
absolutely. And I didn't want to go and, you know, do the deed in his bathroom in order to take off this.
In order to take off the condom. Oh my lord, that's amazing.
So I never ended up putting it on, but I was literally I was so close to just going and nothing in my friend's bathroom.
So wait, imagine his face if you put on a condom. He said, "Okay, now take it off." You leave, go nut into the condom, and then you're like, "All right, got it off.
Oh my god.
Thanks."
That's
Oh, it was terrible.
That's amazing.
some fucking next level shit, bruh.
My God. Bro, my
All right.
birthday's coming up, guys.
Oh yeah,
I'm
it
buying you a
is.
dragon dildo.
You're
October.
not buying me a dragon dildo. Do you know
How
you're
about
not the
a
first person to
$60
say that?
How about a
Juicy
$60 box of
dragon
Trojan
dildo.
gold magnums?
I don't have to nut in every single one before I take it
Oh
off.
man,
Oh
that
man.
would be great though.
Okay, so apparently the gifts that I'm scheduled to get from random people are 2 dildos, a butt plug, a gallon of anal lube, and like
what
cat
what flavor?
organs is something that else is another thing that somebody said they were gonna give me. I can't remember what one of my female friends said, but I was talking to her today. My birthday's coming up. She said, "When's your birthday?" October 13th. She's like, "Whoa, I'm gonna get you." And then she was like, it was like the weirdest thing. It had no purpose. It was just a miscellaneous part to an object. It was like it was a big thing. I don't know how to describe it. It looked
I'm gonna
like
get you a carburetor.
basically. Apparently, it was like some piece to a train that you could buy on eBay for like $75.
Why
And-
would anybody?
It looked kind of like an S, but not out of metal,
But
and it had
not.
a loop on the end. And this bitch was like, "I'm just gonna buy you that," and I'm like, "Why?" And she goes, "Because my dad's buying one, and it's not the right one, so he needs to do something with it." I'm like, "So you're gonna give me trash for my birthday?" She goes, "No, I'm giving you a part." I'm like, "Yeah, but I can't use it, so it's my trash." She goes, "Yeah, but people can use it." I'm like, "Yeah, so it's not trash to them."
Not me, people.
Not me, people. I don't have a train. I'm not just gonna. It's not like, oh, thank God, I needed this part for my life-size train that I keep in my backyard. No, I don't need that.
Thank
Goodness.
God. I only have my piece for my train from
I have my
1967 that
piece
I
from
can
my.
keep it.
Yeah, it's not even like a modern train. It's like just
Like a
some
steam
piece
engine.
to some fucking. I think so. Why are you changing the? Oh wait, we're all of them. Okay, but I was basically okay. I was doing some like birthday shopping in a way because I was like looking at like, okay, what can I buy? And I was like, after the stuff for my PC, what can I? And I found I was finding some extra stuff, and I found these sandals, and I'm looking at them right now. They're $22 on Amazon, and the feel the lawn no matter where you go.
Are they
They're
grass
sandals
You write it by
with
Jesus
grass
sandals,
on the
man.
bottle. On the bottom of them, there's grass.
Oh,
It's like AstroTurf connected to the sandals, so that on your feet, no matter where you're walking, it feels like you're walking in grass.
why not just
Kind
get
of
some fish
fucking-
sandals?
And you don't
Kind
know
of-
how tempted I am to buy them. 20.
I really want those John Lennon glasses. Those John Lennon.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna be
dude.
strolling on the street in John Lennon glasses and my grass slippers, just like, hey guys, how y'all
Okay,
doing?
Juice World. We get it.
Yeah. David, what have you done this week? You know.
What have I done this week?
Yeah, because me and Mikey have not had contact with you.
Well,
You had to
a
have
lot
done
of
something
beating my
other than-
fucking meat.
Right, and talking to that one lady that you watch football with.
Yeah. I don't watch football with her. I watch football and I talk to her about it, alright?
I'm really hoping you don't
Shit.
mess this one up. Then.
Damn. Really
No,
fucking
like,
coming
this is
from
like your third attempt. No, this is your third attempt, and if I know if you mess up, I'm gonna have to hear about it for the next like 3 months. And
No,
not
you
saying
are
I don't,
not.
not saying I don't care. I'm just
Damn.
saying I don't want to hear about it. You know?
Bro, that
Because-
is in Minecraft?
What?
Dog.
What?
What did you just say?
Igloos in Minecraft, bruh.
There are igloos in
Igloos?
Minecraft
They've been in Minecraft for like a year.
for like
Let me
3
enjoy my fucking
updates.
moment, you bitch.
No!
I just found out there are igloos in Minecraft.
How far
Enjoy
away are
it.
you that you found an
He's
igloo?
so gone. For those of you that
even
don't know,
about
for you
that.
audio listeners, we're playing Minecraft, and he's
While we record,
fucking gone.
just why our
Me
audio.
and Mikey are building,
audio quality
and-
is so shit because we're streaming Minecraft while recording the podcast.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
this is really just this is why this is the beta podcast. Once we get more stuff, it's all gonna be. Once I
We're
get
launching an official podcast on January 1st.
that, yeah, official
We're going
podcast.
live. We're going live on Spotify, possibly SoundCloud.
I think SoundCloud is a definite because Spotify is a lot harder. So I don't know if I'll be able to get it on Spotify before we get on SoundCloud. So honestly, most likely it's
Let's get that shit
definitely
on
SoundCloud, maybe Spotify. And then
YouTube, obviously.
YouTube, obviously, that's going to be a big
And
one.
hopefully we're going to start meeting in person.
Yeah, that's another one.
Well, COVID happened.
Yeah, but
COVID
three
said
people,
eat us,
three
delete
people
us.
once a week filming a podcast will be all right. And
Yeah.
you know, in
Once my
January,
parents get over the
I'll-
incident.
the incident.
The reason
Oh,
this
that's
podcast
a
is
The
named
reason
what
this
it is.
podcast
That's a
has its
whole
name.
It's a story
episode.
for its
That
own.
that is a story for a podcast long in the future.
Oh,
Now
man.
we're hitting our close to our 25-minute mark, which is what I would like to bring up our next topic at hand, which is I That's it, because all of my news stories are gone because this podcast is so
I mean, we
Fuck
can always
this
talk
week.
about OBJ's certain fetish.
Shitty situation.
What happened to OBJ?
Oh.
Let's just say he likes to get in a shitty
I looked up
situation.
OBJ. The first thing says OBJ poop. OBJ. Oh,
So
this.
essentially,
I guess this is the news story
there's
we
this
can
little
do because I've got.
podcast.
The article.
Oh yeah, let's
Odell
do it.
Beckham Jr.'s wild bedroom rumor. An allegation that took social media by storm the day after Labor Day 2020 has to be the craziest. A woman by the name of Slim Danger, who was reportedly the mother of rapper Chief Keef's baby and an adult film star, went on the No Jumper podcast hosted by Eliza and Kalina Powell. She revealed a very interesting tidbit about her alleged time with Odell Beckham Jr., whenever that was. Slim Danger told the women that Odell Beckham Jr. requested she send him a video of her on the toilet doing her business, as well as showering or not wearing underwear. Then Slim Danger told the two women that the Cleveland Browns wide receiver enjoys a little thing called, oh boy, called the Cleveland Steamer. Please look that up on Google, but not on your work phone. A quote from Slim Danger. He loves to be shitted on. Well then, of course, the story blew up and was immediately trending everywhere. Take this allegation with the biggest grain of salt ever. No one has any idea if it's true, but it would be something to make up this story. It'd be something to make up the story completely out of thin air. Plus, no one would be shamed for their bedroom preferences. Am I right? Right? Anyway, that probably isn't the craziest fetish story regarding a professional athlete. Odell Beckham Jr. should probably ignore all his focus on catching passes from Baker Mayfield during the 2020 football season. I just love the quote from Slim Danger, which is, he loves to be shitted on, which is amazing. I think that's fucking perfect. I had no idea.
You didn't know? Oh,
The
my-
Cleveland Steamer! Okay, I have... Oh boy. Oh, it's an Urban Dictionary post. Oh, God. I'm going to read this in the most PG way I can. The Cleveland Steamer, a sexual act involving defecating on someone's chest, then sitting in it and rolling back and forth like a steamroller. That is the Cleveland Steamer. That apparently
The
Odell Beckham Jr.
Cleveland Steamer
Oh wow.
God
Odell Beckham
damn.
Jr.
enjoys the Cleveland Steamer.
Cleveland fucking
I
Steamer.
really hope that we get reported for defamation.
It's not defamation. That's
How is it defamation if it's true?
no. It's not defamation because we're not telling you whether it's true or not. All we're saying is this is what people are saying. We're not telling you whether it's true or whether it's not. I agree. Take it with the biggest grain of salt. This is a adult film star who went on a podcast and said this stuff. We have no
Apparently
idea
a
whether
fucking
it's true or
comedian,
not.
But
too.
the whole point is,
And she and a comedian too.
she is a porn star, so I feel like if he wanted to do that, she would agree. So I feel like this was an
True.
actual request because she remembers doing it.
True, and my thing is that it would be hard to pull that out of nowhere. Just be like, oh, I'm gonna pull that Odell Beckham Jr. want to do the Cleveland Steamer with me. Like, come on, you have to be one mad son of a bitch to do that, to pull that kind of shit.
Oh, did you see his Instagram post immediately after?
What did
Mighty
he say?
goal. He said, and I have to pull it up, but he said something along the lines of like, and oh fuck, hold up, let me pull this shit up. Get the punchline.
Anyways,
Okay.
while he's looking that up,
While
I'd
he's
like to
looking that
begin our
up.
next topic. Paranormal experiences.
Oh, okay. I don't think I have a paranormal experience, but I think I have a pretty interesting story that has to do with paranormal experiences. I would have been 8 or 9 at the time. I was, hanging out with some of my childhood friends. They're still some of my, best friends of my entire life, and we went ghost hunting. And we had a very weird time ghost hunting. We went to 2 places. We went to a abandoned cemetery and an abandoned hospital, which was used for ghost tours. You could also like just sneak in because that's what we did because nobody stopped. Which now that I think back to it, sneaking a bunch of 9-year-olds into an abandoned building probably wasn't the best idea. But I'm just gonna tell you, it was probably
Probably
some of
looked
the most
super
fun I ever
sketch.
had. Well, yeah, because we were
Nine.
trespassing. It was great.
Oh,
Hopefully they
dude.
don't get. It was amazing because you don't know it was so. I was terrified, but at the same time, I was like, "Oh, this is awesome. This is just like so cool."
We all got to go
Now-
ghost hunting one time and like film it or something.
Oh, that would be awesome. Just for oh my god, close to Halloween, we can go ghost hunting.
Oh,
I just
need to meet
realized
up with
that-
you guys for Halloween.
Yeah, well, David's gonna come by my neighborhood. I think that was already
Hopefully.
predetermined.
One of
Hopefully.
you needs to throw a Halloween party.
That is not going to happen at my house. My parents are never going to let me throw a party. I know of a specific red-haired lady with the name that starts with the A that would probably throw one.
Annabelle.
Or a sexy man named Brandon.
Or we don't use their names because this is a podcast. And do you really think that they're gonna let?
And the sum of
They're-
4 people that are also, our friends are gonna be like, oh my gosh, oh boy, I know their
Mm.
names.
Yeah, but I'm trying to be professional. But anyway, screw the whole hiding the names. Brandon. So let's say but Brandon's never gonna be allowed to do that after what Caitlyn did, because Caitlyn's gonna have to be there. Caitlyn and Kira, you really think they're gonna be allowed to do that? They're not. Halloween for them is gonna be fucked anyway, because they're gonna be like fucking dead.
Oh
They're
well.
gonna be allowed out of the damn house. You
All
said
I'm
in
gonna say is-
daytime.
By the way, OBJ's caption is "Can't knock me off my pivot no matter what shit's thrown my way."
That. Oh wow! You're joking. That's
Bad
amazing.
choice of words there.
Real bad
For
choice of
Bill.
words. Okay, I think that is incredible. Have you? Oh, you know what? A really good topic. Have y'all ever heard of the Watcher?
The
It's a
Watcher.
Okay, this is a little horror. It's like a paranormal. It's on the topic of paranormal. Basically, it's this house. Problem is, through house for. Hold on. People are buying this house for God, $1, $2 because people are running away from this house. And it's true. They're not getting sold to like their daughters. No, it's getting sold to like random people for $1. And they're doing it because they claim that this guy goes by the Watcher, watches them. It's been going on for years, and it's actually there was this long and drawn out post.
So you guys
About,
trying to buy the house with me, or like?
Apparently, it's currently owned by one gentleman who claims that he has not had anybody watching him, and that nobody's been, harassing him or writing letters.
For my man, the Watcher,
Yet.
he ain't do nothing wrong.
Yet. That's my thing. I'm like,
How
but
long has
that's-
he owned the house? This guy.
Since like I don't know if he still owns it today, but since like 2016, roughly.
Oh yeah, the Watcher's probably dead, bro.
Nah, but that's my thing. The Watcher should have died long ago. Like he's been doing it since the 50s. Well, I guess he wouldn't have been dead, but like I think he is now. I think that's what the thing is. I think the Watcher's probably dead. Yeah, we're just trying to make this like.
But that's crazy to think that everyone else, and now that means there was an actual person
There was some guy
that was
watching them. Exactly.
That's
Imagine if that guy ended up having kids.
That'd be fucking scary, bruh.
That would be crazy. Alright, if you want to clean that up, I'm gonna make the bridge. But like, imagine buying this house for $1. This guy goes, "Oh yeah, these guys have been watching me for years," and then you move in, and you're like, "What a dumbass," and then you're like, "What a chump! I just bought his house for like $1," and then like literally your entire life is just watched by this guy. I could not imagine that. Just having every single move you make watched by some guy
Kind of
that you
creepy,
don't know.
bruh.
It is
Close
creepy.
to
Not
my
gonna lie.
Right?
I
I'm in pitch darkness right now. That's
Not gonna lie. I get sketched out by my closet being open. You know, fucking.
you're one of those guys.
Listen,
that cannot
listen.
deal
So
with it.
irrational.
Hash bringing,
Sometimes your
slash
closet
bringing,
be that
the
monster,
hash bringing
though.
slasher, bro. That mofo is
The
out to
hash
kill me.
slinging
I swear to God.
slasher is gonna come
Hash-
eat my ass.
It's gonna eat my ass. I don't want that shit to happen, bro. I'm not
Bro,
trying to get my I'm not trying to get my hashes slashed, okay?
Or slang.
Or slang. Oh my god.
It's gonna sling
Yeah.
my hashes.
Trying to sling them hashes. You know, I've been thinking about this
Goodness.
podcast all week.
Oh, facts.
Me and Mikey have been like obsessing over this podcast because you know, even though as we talk in this podcast and we don't know what to talk about, and we keep messing up. I'm still like
So excited.
so excited. Like I know that every single time I do this podcast, I learn something new. I learn something
Exactly.
new. Like Mikey he taught me today. I gotta come to this podcast with things on my mind, with topics to talk about, and from here on out, I will. And that's
When Mikey
awesome.
thought he had been nutting a condom before putting it on.
That which is amazing, by the way. That's fucking awesome. You know. Okay. I've been like thinking about what kind of like car I want to buy, and midway through thinking about it, I remembered something. David, you are 16. How is your journey through getting your driver's license and everything going?
I don't even want to talk about that shit, bro. Not even finna cap. It's not going good.
I know. That's why I asked
skipped
you.
my learner's test because
You did not skip your
fucking.
learner's
I swear to God, I skipped it. I didn't feel like going.
You
Because I wasn't confident. I wasn't
complete-
confident.
an utter imbecile.
Fucking skip
No,
that
no.
jump.
If
I
you're
am
not
not
confident,
Really
no.
said,
I'm not going
I
into a
wasn't
test.
confident. Congrats, you
Never
failed.
going.
Try again in a month.
Yeah, that's it. They just tell you that you failed and then you try again later. all the
Nah,
fucking
bro.
time.
I don't like failure. Either I get
But,
100%.
dude,
or
if
You
you-
do it
nothing.
all the time.
If you
might as well
don't go
do it for a
now,
driver's
then you're
license.
good. Then you're not gonna be able to go later. You basically
I will
did what
go
the
later.
equivalent of failing was, which was
Fuck up.
having to
Bitch.
wait all those months again.
No,
Like-
fucking. It's not that easy when your fucking grandma thinks you have to pay $50 every time you take the test. It's only when you pass.
Well, yeah, but then explain to her that it's not true, or go and take it and
No,
fail it, and then
no,
teach her
no,
that she
they're-
doesn't have to pay.
I know it all.
Because guess what?
Take it,
They fucking
fail
hate
the
being wrong. I don't.
But
like
your mom's
fucking
not gonna
proving
just
people
throw
wrong.
$50 at them if they're not gonna accept it. She'll have to admit she's wrong because she'll have no choice.
No, that is not
Well,
how
some
my
people like-
grandmother's mind works. It's
No,
not
I-
that simple.
David, I don't think you
Ah.
understand that there is
Ah.
no option for any other way. Okay. If you say so.
Anyways,
Anywho.
Anywho,
so does anybody else have a topic, or am I just gonna keep spitting topics out here?
I have another one, but I've got a lot of news of interesting
I thought
news.
you were gonna say nudes. I was like, hold up, open the group chat.
No, but really, I have some really interesting news articles that I kind of do some interesting research on. One about the glitter industry that I thought was pretty interesting.
Oh.
I told Mikey earlier about the glitter industry. About it's a pretty weird story. It's a much more in-depth story. I told Mikey a brief moment of it, and it's really 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 interesting.
I'm making
But,
glass.
that
glizzy
is-
right now.
Eating a glass glizzy right now.
Making a glass
Can I
glizzy.
buy that?
Wanna buy
Oh,
one?
okay.
You can get it for your birthday.
Damn. All right, Mikey. What's your next topic on your big old list of topics?
Well, it's really a list in my head.
Well, it's still a
But
list.
like, all right, this next one's kind of weird, but I want you to stay with me here.
Okay, I'm staying with you.
I'm not.
So, what would you say is like your proudest moment as a person?
Graduating the 5th grade. I'm just playing. I'm playing.
For me, it's probably since I had a big thing about being strong. It was probably when I was told you can compete. Like when I was finally being like, they were like, you can compete in the competition, and they were like, you're qualified. And I was like, you're joking. They're like, no, you're able to compete. You have meet our requirements on baseline strength. That we will see you. We will see you in June. Now they canceled this shit because of to this day
Corona,
that's probably one of my
but-
proudest moments. I worked for years on that, and I'm still in disbelief over the fact that I managed to do something that I never thought in 1,000 years I'd be able to do, which was, compete for strength, which was just absolutely beautiful, absolutely crazy. That's probably my proudest moment. What about you, Mike?
I want David to go.
Oh no.
Do you have not a good answer, or do you have just such a stupendous...
When the fuck when am I ever gonna be proud of myself? Like, let me think about this. Fuck.
that
In
I mean,
case
I
you
hit-
didn't realize,
time I-
David is literally the biggest fucking, what's the word?
depressed bitch?
No, the word masochist.
Pessimist, you mean?
A
Masochist
is
means he
where-
likes to hurt himself.
Are you sure?
Masochism means you derive pleasure from pain. I'm pretty sure that's what it
Well,
is.
Hold on, let me
kind
look
of
this
do.
up.
Have you ever seen my fucking room, bro? I punch random shit and I fucking.
No, that's because you're garbage at video games and you just
I'm
can't
not
accept
garbage.
it. You're
Kid.
in denial.
No, I am not fucking garbage. That is the one thing I am absolutely massively decent at. Okay.
Do you see how he gets all angry? See?
Wait, what happened?
That's his masochism.
I'm looking up masochist right now. I missed
It's
what
not. I'm telling you, it's not. It's a person that derives pleasure from pain.
I don't know, man.
From either degrading themselves, from
A
hurting
person
themselves
who
physically.
derives sexual gratification from being subjected to physical or pain or humiliation.
See?
I'm not a
I
masochist.
told you.
I think it's pessimist then.
It's definitely
I'm a pretty big
pessimist.
pessimist, though.
God,
Hold up.
just
Probably
imagine
like-
being a
Masochist.
masochist, just like,
Probably like-
yeah, insult me, daddy.
Yeah, I'm bad at video games.
Yeah, daddy, spank me one more time.
Ew.
That's that gay shit.
That good. That good.
But fucking, I don't know. Probably like when I fucking
Please,
proved my grandma
just
wrong
fucking
or some
drop
shit.
kick
I
me.
don't know. She was like, "You're gonna
Please
fail,"
just
and I'm
fucking
like,
kick me in the face.
Please just drop kick the shit out of me, please.
Please,
You
Dad,
sound like my
just
ex-girlfriend.
roundhouse kick the fucking to my forehead.
Okay,
So
y'all.
can we make all these one block higher because they're too close to your head?
Yeah.
But
okay.
I'll come through and change all these traffic lights to that because I like that better. Anyways,
you should tell the story of Danny and how you got to fucking meet her because
let's.
that'll
not
prove
disclose
I'm
her
not
name.
bad at video games.
Okay,
we bleep
if we're
that out?
telling bad stories about people, we won't use their name. Okay.
Fuck it.
I'll see if I can cut that
It's
out.
not a bad story how y'all met.
Okay, I guess not. Okay, yeah, it's true. It's not. We won't tell what happened between me and her, but we will tell you a story about how we met. We met about it was in March, early March 7th, I think. And me, David, Mikey, a couple of people. We're all playing Rainbow Six Siege, which is a game we all enjoy, especially David. David takes that game very seriously. He's a big fan of that game, and as much as we trash him for it, he is very good at it. Now we were all playing, and it was on Clubhouse, which is a map.
It was not Clubhouse.
No,
was
it was
Chalet.
Clubhouse.
No. The next map was Clubhouse. That's when we did the fucking prank calls and she called the fucking pizza place.
True. So we were playing on Chalet, and this random person joins our party and is like, "Hey, if you're gonna use mouse and keyboard, you should at least try harder to hide it." And now David,
By the way,
we
we
all know
play
that
on
he does
Xbox.
not play mouse and keyboard. And by the way, yeah, we play on Xbox. He does not play mouse and keyboard ever. It's the one thing he doesn't do because he's not good on mouse and keyboard because he's used to an Xbox controller. So there's no reason for him to play on mouse and keyboard. He'd have to completely go through this whole new learning curve. It's stupid. But anyway, he then insisted that he didn't. And then I randomly go in and I start including my little piece. And we end up meeting, and we joke around a bit, and I insult her a bit, because how I joke around with people. And
Anyway, she's a masochist.
Anyway, yeah, she's a masochist, and
she likes to
yeah,
be
thanks for watching the
insulted.
podcast. Bye. No.
The word of the day.
The word of the day: masochism.
Word of the day.
Oh my god! Don't forget to fucking eat your vitamins. All right. So I've had some ideas for this podcast that was actually something that I thought about was actually one of the ideas for this podcast, which was, we should wait, Mikey. Why are you changing all yours? I meant like since we're changing area, I'm gonna change the lights.
Yeah, but I like those better.
Oh, so.
Anyways, continue.
Okay. But anyway, so some ideas I had for the podcast was, like I said before, I have a bunch. I'm going to do my research over the week and look up a bunch of weird news articles, and you'll pick one, and the other two will go back into rotation. I'll write them down instead of just hoping that the website still has them like before. I'll actually write them down somewhere, keep them in my noggin. But yeah, that was an idea, and then I also had the idea of having, every single week we have one of us, we do what's it called? We do weather or sports or some shit like that. I'm thinking we do sports, just a brief talk of sports. Since I don't do sports well, would you
Just
say?
imagine once a week
Mike,
we
you'll
just
do
tell
weather.
the weather.
Yeah, this is actually an idea
by
for
the
me.
way, it's like 80 degrees outside.
I'm doing. This is an idea that I
masochism.
had. This idea I had from another podcast called the Cox and Crenor podcast. I'm not going to take credit in any way. They take a zip code from a random place every single week, and they do the weather for a random place. It's just really funny. And they pop in a random zip code. I said we do that, and then we also do, since I don't want this podcast to be full of sports, just in case it ends up being that, we'll have a small segment for sports, just so that this thing doesn't get overloaded with sports that I don't understand, since I don't do sports.
A chunky boy.
I am a chunky boy who also doesn't follow sports.
And I'm
Okay.
about the complete opposite.
Yeah, I'm
And I'm
tall
the
and fat.
sexy middle.
You are
with
not a
bad
sexy middle.
taste.
You're like the
masochist
ugly ass
middle.
fucking middle. You're the masochist middle.
Hey, listen, I'm not that.
God,
ugly,
I love how
alright?
we've already established a
Have
running joke in
eyes.
episode 2.
Aye.
You've already established
About it.
who's the bitch in this podcast.
I'm not a bitch. Fuck you.
It didn't take long.
Say, not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Not gonna lie, sound like something a bitch would say.
guys, penis picture.
Wait, what?
Swipe up.
Oh,
Run that
okay,
back,
we see a pic-
Turbo. What?
Yeah, right.
Bro,
What?
bro, can anyone explain to me why?
No,
bitches would
run
go,
that back,
"Oh,
Turbo.
Nah, nigga, I'm not running. Oh,
I'm not running. Oh! David's going on his own adventure. I don't even know what is going on through his head. He doesn't even know he's in the podcast. He's just fucking talking. He's just like, what? What's a podcast?
podcast again. But
3 boys, 1
Yeah.
brutal. What the fuck?
One brutal beat.
one bottle indulged
Brutal beatdown.
mostly by these
What happens
two
anytime I play Aaron
alcoholics.
Black?
Shut up. It's not important.
That is very important.
You know, I met some random person on Discord who was like level 100 in Mortal Kombat, and I fucking beat the shit out of them as Aaron Black today. Like, I beat the ever-loving shit out of that person. Like, they trash talked
person
me,
didn't
and they were
love
like, you're super bad. And I'm like, no, I'm just cancer, and I'll beat you as cancer. Like, there is no possible way you could beat me. So I played Aaron Black, and I won both rounds in like 20 seconds.
Did you do that fucking
It
cheese
was
where they
so-
couldn't attack you?
It's
Yeah.
basically this attack where if I mix these two attacks together, it basically locks them. Whether they're crouching, standing up, jumping, does not matter. They cannot fucking move. They take so much damage each time. It is so broken and it's super cancerous. And I only do it when if I'm playing with Mikey, I'll only do it I'll only play him once or twice if I'm actually okay, you're an asshole, I'm gonna beat you. But normally I'll play somebody else because it's super
In
toxic.
every other round, I beat the shit out of you.
Yeah, in every round I'm not good at Mortal Kombat. I'm just good at Aaron Black.
So ass at the rest.
Well,
of
and the thing is I'm really good at Aaron Black. I'm good at jumping around and kicking you in the face and then knocking you back. I know exactly when to shoot. I'm not just a cancer Aaron Black. I'm also a good Aaron Black, and that's why it's even worse. It's the only person I know how to play good, and Johnny Cage, because of my fucking
I'll
only ever choose
football. God, whenever I would pick Johnny Cage, and whenever I would shoot a force ball, I'd go force ball, and I'd fucking hit him in the face. Oh God, I'm a terrible gamer.
I know.
Yeah, I'm a disgrace to all of.
Speaking of being a terrible gamer, remember that time you were in DayZ and you went to go fucking take a piss, and then you came back and you opened the door, and let's just say, a lot of bullets flew.
Shut up.
Shut up.
We lost so much stuff.
Wrong side.
We lost everything.
Each character had about 14 hours worth of gameplay.
Yep. It was our third time at the military base.
Yeah.
At that time. And we were so good. I came back and you were bandaging yourself up because I had punched you as a joke.
You'd stabbed me.
I stabbed you as a joke.
Stabbed me.
And you were bandaging yourself. I'm like, all right, well, obviously no one's going to be here. There was nobody else the whole time we were there.
Yeah, we sat in a warehouse for 15 minutes and soundwhored the fuck out of the place.
Because of a sound glitch. We were stuck. Like, oh God, who is that? We went on our microphones and we were talking to nothing. We were talking to thin air for 5 minutes. Oh man.
It's embarrassing.
It was really embarrassing. If people were actually watching us, they would be.
Oh my God! If we were YouTubers, people would have been "Dude,
God, they would have burned us alive." God, it was.
We're not
terrible.
Jewish, but
Oh damn! Oh shit! Well, I mean.
Oh my God, we should get Nina on here so we can make bomb chest jokes all the time.
Oh yeah. I know her best friend Annabelle wants to get on the pod. Wants to play.
Let's call her Nina Bomb Chest.
I call her Bomb.
Nah, that Annabelle has me blocked. No, fuck that bitch.
She doesn't have me blocked. She's one of my best friends because I didn't do miscellaneous bad.
I didn't do anything either.
We're not going to expose our friend though, because that would be mean.
What did I do? You encouraged it.
I didn't encourage it.
I
just didn't tell him that it was gonna happen. Because life's hard, okay?
You know what else was hard? Not him.
Shut up. Oh, not him. Okay. Yeah, because he wasn't. Well, we're not gonna say what friend it was, because we'll do in the decency of not.
It was a man that goes by the name of Sexy Steve.
Definitely not Steven, but we'll use Steven as our input.
Scapegoat.
Well, yeah, Steven can be our scapegoat. Because,
Love you, Steve.
Love you, Steve. You know he listens to the podcast, right?
That's the whole point I said that. Or that's the whole reason.
I'm gonna build my little modern house over here.
I've literally
liking the way this
it's in the ocean.
I am really, really liking the way that this is turning out, though.
But any other topics, Mikey?
I mean, there was a few topics that I felt really wouldn't go anywhere, and it would just kind of be an answer.
Well, we're wrapping up the podcast soon anyway, because well, how long do you want this podcast to run on for?
45 to an hour, 60 minutes.
What'd you say?
I said 45 to 60 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, we're at 58 minutes.
Yeah, we'll just have this last question. So, The question is, if you could have a kid with any celebrity, who would
Wow,
it be?
you're okay. Did not know that was the question you were gonna ask.
All right.
All right, Dave, you first.
I think Mikey already knows the answer to this.
Kate
I had a
Upton.
mild
It's
obsession
gonna be Kate
with Kate
Upton.
Upton.
Oh my
Um,
god.
Oh
you
my
sim.
god.
Listen,
Yeah, nobody was
She's
surprised.
so fucking fine, dog. I don't
Yeah,
want to hear it from either of you. I don't want to hear it
Trust
from
me,
either
you
of
tell
you.
us 24/7.
Yeah.
We hear
I haven't
from
mentioned
you.
it in years.
In not years, in like 3 months you haven't mentioned Kate
I
Upton.
haven't mentioned it in
Which is a
forever.
long time for all of
Oh
us.
my god.
We're
Alright,
all
give your
very
answers and then we're
proud of
gonna
you.
end with an embarrassing story of mine, which I should have picked.
Okay.
All right.
For me, if we're going seriously, if I could have a child with anyone, are we talking just because if I want to fuck them, or if I actually want to like have a kid
Just
with this person?
Dicks. Just do the sexy time.
Okay, just do the sexy time.
Segs.
It would probably be.
John Cena.
I don't know.
Why would you have sex with John Cena? You can't even fucking see him.
Yeah, if I go to
Anytime in
prom with him, I
person.
won't even be able to see him.
How can you tell someone's coughing into their hand and not just giving John Cena the Gawk Gawk 9000?
You really just said that.
Yep.
Okay, that's a nice beginning to the house. I really, you know what? I know this is gonna be a shit answer, but I don't know.
Oh, you
That's
gotta fucking pick one.
fucking lame as
All right, fine. If I actually have to pick one, I have to think.
On to
It
Mikey
shows-
until then.
Yeah, on to Mikey. Mikey, you think of one. You think of who you
This is
fuck
the
until-
literally the easiest question ever. Scarlett Johansson, all the way.
Oh no!
She's
Oh,
old now.
absolutely.
She is old now.
Scarlett Johansson when she was hot. Her
What
leg
we're talking about
box,
now.
like, 100%.
Yeah. Okay, so you're talking about old Scarlett Johansson.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
if we can pick anyone, then it'd be Marilyn. Mine would be Marilyn Monroe.
Oh yeah.
Not dead Marilyn Monroe because she's
Not
dead.
dead
I mean, like
Marilyn
in
Monroe.
her prime, Marilyn Monroe.
Source
Dude,
confirmed.
oh, never mind,
Podcast
I'm not gonna
owner
say that.
is convicted of necrophilia.
Convicted.
Second word of the day: necrophilia.
I don't think that should be a word of the day.
I don't think masochism should be the word of the day either.
But if we're
But
gonna
you
pick
know what?
one, it's gonna be masochism.
Yeah. All right, Mikey. Tell your story, and then I'll wrap up.
So, David was obviously obsessed with Kate Upton for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the story that
We
I think it is?
We were at our
Oh,
aunt's
no.
house. All right. And he is like, crap, man, my phone died. And I'm like, all right. He's like, let me see your phone. I'm like, why the fuck do you want to see my phone? I just got it. It's a little iPhone 6. Why do you want it? He's like, well, I'll show you. And I'm like, okay. So I give him my phone. 2 minutes later,
Oh.
he's like, Mikey, check this out. And in the search bar, it reads, and I quote,
Kate Upton boobies or something along those lines.
Kate Upton nudes.
It said boobies. It had to have said boobies.
No, it
I was
was
like
nudes.
obsessed with fucking boobies.
It was nudes.
So you looked up.
And this is the embarrassing part. So then I'm like, okay, whatever, cool. We go to sleep. I left my phone at my aunt's house. So then,
Oh no.
maybe 2 or 3 days later, my aunt finds my phone. She's like, oh, Mikey left his phone here. She opens the phone because my password is my birthday. And you'll never guess what is right there on the screen, just right in front of you.
Is it Kate Upton's boobies?
Okay, so now she has my phone. I get it back. Nothing is said. Nobody tells me anything. 2 months later, we're chilling at my aunt's house. And my aunt goes, hey, Mikey. Yep. So I have this video here. Okay. You want to see it? Yeah, sure. I'll see a video, whatever. And it is her being like, oh my god, I thought my little cousin was so innocent. Look what I found on his phone. And I'm like, this is bullshit. It was
Oh
David.
god, I
I
can't.
didn't even want to search that shit.
I'm gonna
He says, Mikey, it's okay. You don't have to. I'm like, but I'm so serious. It wasn't fucking me.
oh my god.
Oh my
David,
god,
how
it's awful.
no wonder
And
you
he was
fucking-
trying to blame it on me. He was
No
trying to
wonder
hurt
you
me.
blame David for everything. Dude's an asshole.
He is an
Oh,
asshole.
come on,
Fuck
listen.
David, bro. All my
I wasn't
homies
even
hate
there when
David.
she pulled
Oh,
up
my
the video
homies
again.
hate David. Why is there so much fire up here?
Bro,
Oh,
did you know
what
the
you talking
skeleton
about,
horse
my bro?
breaks ice?
Yeah.
No, but
Did
I
you
do
know that
now, and
I
still don't care.
Where are you?
Where are you?
I'm somewhere. I don't know where I'm
Alright.
at.
All right. Well,
Well,
this
you
has
forgive
been
and you forget, right, Mikey?
What'd you say?
no.
I said, well, you forgive and you forget, right?
What?
He does not care.
I said, well,
Mikey
you forgive and
has
you forget,
no
right?
plans on forgiving nor forgetting.
Yep, that's right.
And man, just treating it like 9/11.
Never forget.
All right. Hey, everybody. Okay, everyone. This has been It's been an entertaining podcast. A little struggle
dry.
to talk.
A little-
A little dry at
Here.
times, but you know what? We're gonna fix that. We're gonna come back next week with plenty more stories, much more preparation. I hope everybody that listens to this, the few people that will, I hope you enjoy it. If you aren't one of our friends, please let us know. We like hearing
Please
from
let
you
us know in the
guys.
comments and
Don't
tell
talk
all
about
your
it.
friends if
And
we are
tell
even
literally
the
everybody.
slightest bit of funny.
Do it
Do
to the
not
point where
talk
they're
about it
pissed
at all.
off at you. Do it to the
Yes.
point where they clown you for being the guy that simps over a fucking podcast. And if you can do that. Hi everyone, it's Trenton. This part of the podcast is being cut because it contains controversial and otherwise unsuitable topics for our style of podcasting. But this little break gives me a good time to let you all know. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Comment telling us what you would like to hear and anything you would like to be added to the podcast. We're new and we'll take any suggestions you have. Thank you. I hope you all have a wonderful night. Now, back to the outro. It's been a blast. We'll see you guys next week. Say bye, you guys.
Love you.
All right.
Hello, my
adios,
man's
y'all.
Trenton, so we have more inside jokes.
True.
Well, yeah. Also,
Hi.
if you're a listener, tell us topics. We need
Yeah,
topics.
give us something to talk about. We
Yeah.
really like when we struggle here. but
Submit
you can make it
stuff
better.
like I watched this podcast, Stiff Socks. Give us ideas. Give us
Yeah.
a sock talk.
Give us a
Sock talk.
Q&A.
Yeah.
Talking stockings, bro. Yeah. All right. Adios, y'all.